Well, folks, I'd like to speak to the Ann Coulters of the nation. Actually, I might as well just address all Americans who are voting Trump, because as far as I'm concerned, if you're still voting Republican at this point, you are Ann Coulter. Your assholery is no different than hers, and on a fundamental level, you have failed at life. By now, I think we've all heard about the right's vicious attacks on Gus Walz, a 17-year-old who loves his dad. A 17-year-old who, in one brief moment, showed the world what winning at life looks like. And that's why Ann Coulter and every single person who stands on her side wants to cut Gus Walz down. If you asked me to define what winning at life looks like, I would say it means being able to inspire, feel, and express joy and love. Simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not something you can buy or steal, force or inflict. It has nothing to do with your station in life or your skills or your financial success or your knowledge or your popularity. It has to do with being sensitive enough to be in touch with your feelings, brave enough to honor and share them, and free enough to not temper those things because of fear about what other people think or do or expect. If you find yourself weeping tears of joy, unable to contain your ecstatic love of your dad, spilling over with pride and appreciation for what life has given you, then you are winning at life. Simple as fucking that. When it comes to joy and love, ADHD, neurodivergence, nonverbal learning disorders don't mean a thing. And clearly, when it comes to joy and love, having a massive following as a shit stirrer like Ann Coulter doesn't mean a thing either, because clearly that vacuum of a woman has none. And not only is she severely deficient in those ultimate markers of success at life, she's so enmeshed in her deficiency, so buried under her disability, she can't tolerate others having joy and love either. To the Ann Coulters of the world, I'm looking at you, Republicans, being joyless and loveless is so unbearable that they have to blacken everyone's soul. If the Ann Coulters of the world, I'm still looking at you, Republicans, can't win, then everyone has to lose. Their mantra might as well be, I'm a monster, and I can't stand myself, so no joy for you, no love for you, no humanity for you. Underneath every last bit of Ann Coulter/Republican assholery is unbearable self-loathing and a debilitating fear of others being able to see it. Well, Ann, Republicans, we see it. You'd like to think we see strength and power and winning, but deep down, you know just as well as we do that everything you do and say reminds us of your failure at life, your failure to inspire, experience, and share joy and love. Gus Walz is a better human than every single Republican voter. He loves his dad. He isn't afraid to show it. Gus Walz doesn't give a shit about how it looks, or who's going to make fun of him, or how many views he's going to get on social media. Gus Walz doesn't concern himself with what you or I or Ann Coulter has or says or does. Gus Walz loves his dad. Gus Walz feels joy. And because Gus Walz is absolutely killing it at life, every one of us gets to experience those feelings with him and through him. Is there a better gift a human can give? Has Ann Coulter ever inspired anyone to feel those things? She can't even stand by her hate. She deleted her tweet. She's a failure and she knows it. And frankly, Republican voters, you know it too. So take a page from Gus Walz. You could learn a lot from him. The next time you're tempted to ridicule a person who can't contain their joy and love, ask yourself why you can't feel it. And then get off your lazy ass and fix your fucking soul. Yeah. Well, Ann Coulter, have the day that you deserve.